Do Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, do they belong in the same class of heavyweight as the previous era with Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson? Perhaps we throw in James Toney and Buster Douglas, and certainly the older George Foreman. Well, when Radio Raheem asked Lennox Lewis this question, Lennox just very deftly and diplomatically sidestepped the question and said he'd leave it to the fans, which effectively, in my opinion, is saying no, these fighters do not belong in that same class as that previous era of heavyweights. Here's the key difference. Neither Tyson Fury nor Alexander Usyk fought their matches like heavyweights. They did not sit down on their punches like a George Foreman. They did not go after each other aggressively as heavyweights are expected to. I can't blame Usyk because he's not truly a heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight who decided to take on the challenge of moving up to heavyweight, but he still fights like the smaller man, as he well should. Fury has always been a heavyweight that fancies himself as more of a boxer and a showman than he does a hard-hitting heavyweight that sits down on his punches and moves forward. Even in this last fight, notice how many throwaway jabs that Fury threw. There were either posts, there were catches, there were parries, there were swats, there's sort of back fist slaps, if you will, but they weren't hard penetrating ramrod jabs that you expect from somebody like a George Foreman or a Lennox Lewis. Heavyweights are expected to use a real solid ramrod jab to set up the rest of their punches, and neither man really did that. So while I applaud both Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk for giving us two fantastic fights, I would not put them in the same category as the heavyweights of the previous era.